So we created the Graham Beck Foundation over 15 years ago to honor my son Graham, who was afflicted with schizophrenia and unfortunately died from the medications that he was taking. In simple terms, our mission is to be a catalyst for transformational change in the mental health care system to benefit patients and their families. And what is, I think, evident to everybody is far too many people fall through the cracks in spite of the best efforts and the dedication of thousands of brilliant professionals. We need change, transformational change. Sam Lal had many accomplishments, but he's probably best remembered for a few particular things that he did. In 1979, with Dr. Nair, he set up the research center at the Douglas Hospital. In 1980, he set up the brain bank at the Douglas Hospital, the first in Canada. A few years later, he obtained funds from the EJLB Foundation to set up a schizophrenia research center. And then he worked very closely with us in the mid-1990s to help set up the Graham Beck Chair in Schizophrenia at the Douglas Hospital and McGill University. There are two people who knew Sam Lal very well, worked with him closely at the Douglas Hospital, Jacques Hendlis and Dr. Nair.
His legacy is he left a bit of himself which has formed the culture of the Douglas Hospital Research Center. He was gentle, he was extremely humorous, he was very focused, incredibly caring about his patients, and he was really caring about science.
It's always a great pleasure to talk about Sam. We had the same philosophy of research, meaning that research should go from the bedside to bench and only later the other way. Our belief was research should contribute to the improved care of patients. He was very persistent, that there were a number of projects I thought was too difficult, too time consuming, but because of his persistence, we were able to continue the projects. Even when he was sick, his thought was always on the completion of the last project. 2 days before he passed away, he telephoned me saying, "Our paper has been accepted." So this was the most moving moment of my life. So unfortunately, he's no longer with us. I miss him a lot.